Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. Today I got a little surprise for you. So today I'm coming to you from South Africa, and I've got a little bit of a cold since I've been traveling. The jet lag kind of caught up to me. We were riding in an arena the first weekend, and it was a little dusty, and so I've got a little bit of a sore throat, but it's getting better. Anyway, I had a discussion I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about. Um, we we always need to see the good things that are around us and be appreciative and be grateful for the blessings and things that we have, and then also not be not be maybe satisfied with the status quo. We need to be able to, if we can make it better, we need to be on the path to make it better. So anyway, there's a big cultural difference between here in South Africa and in the United States. And here, the workers don't get paid very much, and they're also oftentimes not super um, educated, and so you kind of have to explain it to them a little bit. And anyway, it's just a difference in the culture and just the way things are. So we can see that and maybe say, hey, I would like it if the U.S. wasn't run like South Africa. Okay, and so we we need to be aware that, hey, we've got some things in America that are really pretty neat, and it runs pretty well, and everything's, you know. And then there's some detriments to that. There's some costs to that, and those are, we are a lot of times too busy. Sometimes we don't take time to relax and let down and this and that. So one of the things that I have to make an adjustment for is I'm used to being fairly busy, and I like to be productive when I'm at home. And so if you don't get things done, things don't get done. And so when I'm home, I try to schedule out my day and be productive. When you get to Africa, you if you have I've been several times, and so every time it's a little bit like, oh yeah. But if you come the first time, they'll say, don't worry, you're on African time. And African time goes slower. And so people don't get in a hurry. If it doesn't get done, we can do it tomorrow. And so the it's the general feeling of the environment is, it'd be fine. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I am done with my clinic. So we got the colt started in this morning, and then we did a little Liberty thing in the afternoon. And after a couple hours, the guys were like, "Oh, that's good. We're good for today." And I was like, "Man, in the U.S., they'd be like, you'd have to kick them out. Like they're always wanting more." And it's a little bit different environment, and the attitude is just different. So, like I say, we probably should take a lesson from those guys and spend more time relaxing, but not go too far, because if you're always sitting around and we can do it tomorrow, then things don't get done, and then we lose the productivity that we enjoy. So there's a balance there, and so we need to be able to be aware of the benefits that the U.S. has to offer, like things running the way they're supposed to. If you guys that are in the U.S., they have load shedding here, which means they turn the electricity off a few hours a day at various times because there's not electricity for everybody. And so in the U.S., that would be like, what the heck? It'd be unheard of. But here, regular thing, like part of life. You schedule stuff around it. So we like the fact that it's laid back. We don't like load shedding. So look, you have and we need to find a balance between the two. You need to find a balance between not having things run right and always being so busy that you're not, you're too busy to enjoy life, right? So anyway, it's one of those things today. I just want to kind of challenge you guys to be aware of the benefits that you have, whether you're here in South Africa or in America or in another country. Like, be grateful for either things really working well, or the fact that everybody's kind of like, oh, it's kind of like island time. It's like, hey, later, be fine. So there's good parts in both of those, and then also there's consequences or costs to those. So find a balance that works best for you. But yeah, that's kind of my talk today. When I got here, it took me a couple days to remember. Oh yeah, we're on Africa time. Just don't be excited. The those guys will get here when they get here. Sometimes things don't run right. Everybody's and as you know, people that have horses and ranchers, we know that sometimes things just don't go right, and sometimes you're on horse time, right? The horse doesn't have a clock, so it's good to remember that. But also, if we just get too lazy and too complacent, then all of a sudden things don't run very well, and we should probably not go too far down that road either. So, anyway, remember, we're all trying to be the person horse deserves. Hey, catch you when I get back.